What's going on, guys? It is MurderInc here with our episode 2 of the Platinum Power Hour Boost. This is where I go from Gold 4 to as high as I can in Platinum within the last hour. So as we saw here, I did start at about 48 minutes left today before reset. One huge thing I do want to talk about first, definitely leave your comments below on what you want to see. I really appreciate everyone who watched last week, who gave their feedback and what they wanted to see. So today I'm pretty much going to talk about a few things early on. Then I'll let you guys enjoy in peace and watch the rest of the battles with some music. And at the end, I will come back on, go over my final rank, which was definitely a record for this week. And I did go over the loot I got, all the pieces of gear, so you will be able to see that at the end. But luckily for me, some pretty important things did occur rather early into the arena match. And I think it's really important to let anyone know who's trying to push about what happened, so maybe I can help you in trying to push for platinum, or if I can help you push for gold, silver, whatever bracket you are trying to reach in whatever area of the game you are currently at. So the first thing I want to go over is I used 5 champions to push. I used 4 champions most of the time, but there is a 5th champion worth noting. I used Arbiter as leader for most of it, Trunda, Hegemont, and Madame Ceres. The 5th champion that I did use was Duchess for teams with Torment. I tried it on early. I definitely made a lot more mistakes this week than last week. Platinum Arena did prove to be a lot more difficult. I definitely went a lot faster this week, which is definitely why I made a better run overall. But pretty much the same thing happened last week where, believe it or not, gold and getting out of gold, it was actually extremely competitive and almost harder than the top of plat. I know that's pretty crazy to say, but I'm probably a little biased because of the teams that I currently use. It's rather easy at the top of plat, as you'll see as we get later on into the video. The ones down low, they're using some crazy teams, and sometimes it doesn't work the best. So pretty much the big thing that I want to talk about that you're going to see in the video is speed tuning your champions. So one thing you'll notice is you may have the fastest champion, you'll go first, but you'll get cut off by your opponent. And this is something that maybe some people know, maybe they don't, but you can actually speed tune your team so no one can ever interrupt you, unless they have some champion like a Valkyrie that can alter the turn meters if you know how they work. So one thing to notice is you have to count the speed aura reflected on base speed, any turn meter boost for percentage wise, and you can literally have one person get boosted and fill up the turn meter so nobody can cut in, as I was just saying. So that's definitely something to consider in the long run. As we can see here, I did struggle against a big in team, and there is a gap between my Madame Ceres and my Trunda. I was running Trunda at 240 something speed and Ceres at 260, so there was a lot of room to get cut in there and too much room against that big in team. So I went back, swapped some gear around, and I did end up having to increase Trunda's speed to like 257, 258, which brought it a lot closer. So now instead of an entire team going in between the two of us, there was only maybe a turn meter booster at most. Now, one problem I did run into, and you will see it in the video, and this is why I cannot stress Faction Wars enough, making that speed change by making Trunda 258 speed, I actually wasn't doing enough damage to the enemy team. So after literally swapping and adding, I think, 2 attack glyphs, it actually changed everything for me, and that was enough to start killing the targets instead of letting them live with 1 to 2% health. So that small change alone from having Faction War, attack percent glyphs, made the world of difference for my arena team, as you'll see going forward in this video. So outside of that, I'm going to let this play, and I will see you when we get to the end minutes. I will go over a few attacks and go over the gear that I did end up pulling this week. So I will see you then. Alright guys, so at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, it seems like a good time to cut in. As we can see here, the first place is someone who got boosted, and that definitely sucks. For those of you who don't know, I mean, it's quite unfortunate this is still happening, but people are still boosting last minute. We kind of had a feeling it would happen, but we were hoping it didn't, and that clans would be the bigger person. I know that they are charging like 2,000 US dollars to get rank 1, which is kind of silly. But it is what it is. Thankfully, only one person did it, and hopefully that clan stops. I would say let me know what you guys think, but I'm pretty sure it's the overwhelming consensus that people should not be boosting. So getting back into things, I just wanted to check on the scoreboard. I saw my friend Lil Wheel on the list, and I said, why not check the scoreboard? Getting back into it, as you can see here, all of these teams, it is kind of reliant on my Hegemon landing that block cooldown on the champion if the team does have a immunity set on. However, it's not make or break. Sometimes when they go first, they can alter the speed order a little bit, but rarely is it enough to completely make me lose. One important thing to notice, if you are using a Trunda like I am, and I know people noticed last week and said, I really like how you're not using Rotos. One of the main reasons why I am using Trunda is, yes, she has a double hit that can definitely kill Rotos, but if for some reason a Siphi cuts my team off, because there are a lot of extremely quick Siphis, I will have that block debuff on to guarantee the double hit and not let the stunner HP burn proc, because that can definitely cause a problem. So pretty much if there's a block debuff on the team, Saris already got her defense down. Even if they apply defense up, I'm still looking really solid going forward, and I can pretty much one-shot any single team with those conditions. Alright, so as we can see there, I just finished the last battle. Going over the top 10 really quick, we have a Conclave member that boosted that I talked about. One of my clanmates ended up finishing second. My friend Lil Wheel coming in third place. Fantastic team. So it's really good to see the Mad clan as well as my clan, obviously, showing up in the top bracket. So as we can see here, I finished 20. 20 is a threshold in getting more gear, so that's definitely cool to see, and it's my highest finish yet. I did start a bit closer than last week, 2 platinum. Going over this gear really quick, we have the weapon, crit rate, resistance, attack percent, crit damage on the deflection set, resistance chest, accuracy, defense, crit rate, HP percent, swift parry, not bad. Flat stats, HP, obviously we're going to sell that. Crit rate, defense, resistance, helmet, decent defense percent gloves, sell instant. Also flat defense gloves, obviously we're going to sell that. Resistance, speed, HP percent. This is an interesting set, so I don't want to jump the gun here. Obviously it was cool to get a Void Shard epic book as well as 100 gems, as opposed to last week where I didn't get a shard. So overall, decent chest, not the best. If you like this content, don't forget to subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Let me know what you guys thought about the video, if you have any improvements I should make for next week, anything more you want to see, anything less you want to see, something along those lines, and I will see you all in the next video.